Hello everyone, my name is Chuck Porter. Today I'm going to be taking you through the Fi360 website. It's an Fi360 tutorial, specifically how to use the Optimizer tool. My name is Chuck Porter. I'm an investment advisor at Cannon Capital. I've been there for 7 years working with Pete. We're a fee-only investment advisory firm, which means that we act as a fiduciary for our clients. We're committed to the highest standard of care, and we don't use any commission-based products. We feel like that's a great way to service clients without worrying about who we're actually working for. So you go to Fi360, this is the screen you're going to see. The first thing you're going to need to do is click on the Explore Our Products and Services button at the top of the screen to create a free online account. So it's a free trial you're looking for. Once you have that created, you're going to click on the member login on the left hand side of the screen. That's going to take you to a login screen that looks like this. You can enter your login credentials. Once you're into Fi360, the home page is what you're going to see first. You'll see 6 different icons. The ones that we most commonly use are the mutual fund analysis and research, the magnifying glass in the middle there. And we also use the Developer Evaluate and Asset Allocation tool in the upper right hand corner. That's the Asset Allocation Optimizer. That's the tool we use to help us evaluate the allocation of a specific portfolio and create the models that we use for our clients. Once you click on the Optimizer, the pie chart, you're going to see a screen that looks like this. In order to create a new model, you're going to create the Go button on the right hand side to create a new model version. You won't have any models listed here like we do, so the only thing you'll be able to do is create a new model in the right hand corner. Once you've clicked on that, you'll see a screen that looks like this. You'll want to click on the right hand side to create a new model group. You'll need to name your group and add some basic assumptions and names on the bottom. We suggest 2% inflation and a hypothetical investment amount of $1 million. After you've clicked Save, you'll come to a screen that looks like this. And on the left hand side, you'll be able to develop a strategic asset allocation by either manually entering some numbers or utilizing the optimizer. In your case, you're going to want to click on Utilize the Optimizer. That will bring you to a screen that looks like this. You'll see 3 different sections of this screen. The left hand side is an active pie chart to show you the allocation in a pie chart format. The numbers on the right hand side there next to that pie chart show you the actual growth of the investment that you put. So if you put $1 million in this initial investment amount, it'll show you what the 5-year growth is of a portfolio that's allocated in that manner. In this case, the pie chart shows a portfolio that's almost all cash and money market. On the right hand side, in the upper right hand part of the screen, you'll see an efficient frontier analysis, and that's actually showing you what the relationship looks like between risk and return. If you understand how that relationship exists, there's a relationship that says if you need to get more return, you've got to be willing to take more risk. And there's a certain point along that curve where it begins to flatten out, and that tells you that in order to get a little bit more return, you're taking a significantly amount more risk. And as advisors, we don't like going past that point. So once that thing starts to flatten out, we don't feel like it's worth the risk to go up there. The bottom right-hand corner shows you the same data in the pie chart, but it breaks it down in terms of percentages. So it'll show you exactly what percentages are in each of those different asset classes that we use. An efficient frontier is diversified in nature. What we're trying to do is create a portfolio that allows you to get a certain amount of return with the least amount of ups and downs. So there's more than one way to get to that end point, but we feel that the portfolio which allows you to do that with the least amount of ups and downs is the efficient portfolio. So this software helps us to find out what that portfolio will look like. So what you're going to do in order to make the numbers change, to develop an allocation that you feel is right for you is actually click on different points along the efficient frontier in the upper right hand side. You'll see that little blue circle there, and that's what you're going to move along that curve. And as you do that, the numbers will change in the upper left hand corner and the bottom right hand corner to correspond. In this case, you'll see that the portfolio I've selected is about 6% annualized return. And if you understand standard deviation statistics and that stuff, it's not going to be 6%, but what it's likely going to be, there's a 66% chance that any 1 year's return is going to be between 15.8 and negative 3.8%. That's one standard deviation out from the annualized return which we expect. If you go two standard deviations out, there's a negative 2.5%. There's a 2.5% chance that any 1 year's return is going to be less than negative 13.5%. That's the large loss scenario. So once you have an allocation that you feel comfortable with, you can click on the Save button in the bottom right-hand corner. From there, it'll bring you back to this screen where you can actually click to go back to My Models. You don't need to actually do anything on this screen. So once you're back on the model screen, and again, you'll only have one model at this point in time, you'll actually want to click to select your model. There's a radar button on the left hand side. You can't see it. I've sort of blacked it out. And then from there, you'll click on Produce Reports on the right hand side and select the Optimizer report. Once you've done that, it'll put your report in a queue. In the upper right hand corner, you'll see Report Queue. And the reports will load in queue, and once your report has finished, you can click on the download button, the PDF icon, and it'll bring up a report that looks like this. That concludes our tutorial for the day. I hope you've gained a better understanding of how to use the Fi360 website. If you need to, feel free to email me at cporter@canoncapital.com. Thanks and have a great day.